And welcome to the week roundup. We're up to Division 2. My name's Darcy Evans with Trevor Gregg.
Hello mate, how are you?
Good mate, and you recovered from our brilliant calling on Saturday at Pertering Grove, I think?
God, it was good.
It was
good, Valley. I loved it. Oh, it was great fun. And shout out to David and the guys out there who looked after us very,
Yeah,
very
they
well.
certainly did. So TJ's lost his job, that's it. He's out of there, so
Right, mate.
he's ugly. I know you don't show each other, but gee whiz, you've got to put some good looks in there at the same time, I reckon. So
That's why the producer was on, I would have thought.
he was too. He'd come in with his guest appearance during that time. So
Harrod.
He just come in from nowhere and did. That's all good. He's having a bit of a smile there as we look at him. So straight into it now. So we've got to the first game was this is 2 rounds to go. So St Peter's took on Smashworks Lakes. There was no shock here. It was St Peter's well ahead, 19-16, 130. To Smashworks Lakes 9-9-63. So we'll just go straight into the goal kickers. Trenorden with 4, Smith with 3, Copping with 2, Hartman with 2, and Lockwood with 2. Individuals to 6 or 7 other players there. Best players Hartman, Calabrese, Bowman, Trenorden, Smith, and Franklin. And for Smashworks Lakes, we'll go so Chibik with 2, Brown with 2, Thomas with 2, and individual to 4 other players. And the best players Harper, Young, White, Brown, and Sivic. Next game.
Unfortunately, they're first Smashes. They're not having a good year.
Yeah,
at all,
another
are they?
bad year. So they'll be in Division 3 next year.
Back down again.
They're back down. So they went up because they beat us in the last round a few years back or the year before, and now they've gone back down again. So which is disappointing to see. But
You coach here again?
oh, good question. We wondered why they appointed this coach. But, you're not sure.
Yeah, no, I think it will be.
Review time, I think they do, as all boards say. We review our situation of the year.
I love that. We'll do a review.
Yeah.
In layman's term, we're going to look at the
AFL coaches.
Yes.
Review it at the end of the year.
We support him very strongly.
And he's gone next week. Not saying he will be gone. Okay, so we've got the next game. I think the Jarman boy, he'll be very disappointed in this game. Old Iggies took on Gazer. It was Old Iggies 14-13-97. Too good for Gazer, 10-8-68. Straight at goal scores, Murdoch with 3, Gelman with 3, Penta with 3, Cook with 2, and individuals to 4 other players. Best players for Old Iggies was Murdoch, Washer, Centurinia, and McNeil and Gorman.
And for Gazer, I was about to say Bilby, but we'll call it Bilby with 4, Burns with a couple, same with Beadle, and the best players were Draper, Heinz, Lee, Frederick, and Lauder. Some of them weren't really in the game at all. And
No.
one thing we will point out, Das, is did you check out the game being called by Jars and Soderstrom? I think it was on Saturday. Did you check out the lip gloss on Andrew Jarman?
Oh, is that
on
right?
TV? Yeah, I was going to ring Triple M today because he's had a little bit to say. The same with Louis about my club. I was going to ring him up and ask him.
He very much so, yes.
Oh, absolutely he did. But I thought, no, I'll be nice. But yeah, I just wonder where he gets his lip gloss from, Jars.
Probably, yeah. Uneducated people. So anyway, we'll go to next game. There wasn't any surprises with that game. No. So next game, Modbury and Broadview. Modbury too good here as well. There was 13-10-88 to Weeds Mob 8-12-60. So pretty poor kicking there for Broadview, but nonetheless. Modbury, as our producer here, reckons they were going to finish top. It looks like they will finish top with only one game to go after this one.
I hate it when he's right.
Doesn't that just, it irks me when it happens, so very much so. There's a little smirk on his face. He said it round one, he's got a little smirk on his face, but anyway. Go to goal kickers, Shaw with 3, Gibson with 2, Verity with 2, Fogden with 2, and individuals to 5 other players. Best players Phillips, Davey, Bennett, McNaughton, and Bendo.
And for Broadies, DePrince with 3, Kemp also with a few, Schmidt with 2, and the best players were DePrince, Fergus, Burnett, Casey and Schmidt. Now, what's going on at Broadview?
There's rumbling, apparently down at Broadview.
Rumbling, the whole bloody joint shaking. That's how strong the word is.
Earthquakes down there.
Yes. No, it's only a rude innuendo. We only talk about things if they're fact. It was on a forum, so it must be true.
Yes, exactly. Someone's put up there, a few happy, not happy people down there, but they're not going to play in the finals again. So as it happens when the team that's expected to play in the finals doesn't, there's always rumbling happening, innuendo happens and rumours start. So
not with one game to go. This is ridiculous. You can't. Yeah, but anyway, and they're not going to be relegated. So
Correct, indeed not. Exactly.
No, they're not going to be.
Yeah.
Next game,
Yeah,
Dust.
straight to the next game. So Foscam, they've had a great year. They took on Portland, so it was Foscam the winners, 16-14, 110. The Portland 12-10, 82. Probably no real surprise there, considering that Foscam have been an awesome side this year. Straight into Foscamden, we've got Harms with 3, Williams with 2, Jack Rea with 2, and Gordon with 2, and Ramsey with 2, and individuals to 5 other players kicked in. Best players was Harms, Beard, Cross, Eddie, and Reevely.
And for the Thunder, Traeger, Guine, Waring, all kicking 2 each. Alex Bradley just keeps going. The kid's unbelievable. Reece Hamilton, Alex Bradley, Isaac Wheatrow, Corey Evans and Dale Finney, the young lad. Happy birthday, Dale, for the weekend, I think it was. I'm not sure. They've got a really good. They do have a good coach. He was my first senior coach in Moods. But I can't figure out what the deal is. Maybe administratively they'll change things up, hopefully next year for them, and really attract some people through the doors. So,
apparently they pay real big bucks for their coaches down there, is that correct? Or...
I get no.
Okay.
Got more an incorrect change from the shop. No, they're a very, very, very good community club.
Community club, exactly.
Community club.
That one.
400,000 in the bank. Anyway.
Okay, now we've got the last game is Sacred Heart took on Scotch. Another heartbreak loss for Scotch. It was Sacred Heart taking out the winners 15-11 101 to Scotch 14-8 92. So gee whiz, 9 points there to lost to Scotch, and Ian Steele from Scotch will be very disappointed with that loss. They haven't had a good year this year, with all obviously expectations. They do lose the brothers, the Cale brothers, at the beginning of the year, which wasn't a good start for them. So, but we go to Sacred Heart. Caruco with 7, Button with 3, Noel with 2, Fosdyke with 2. I'll mention Moroney, the other individual goal scorer there. Best players was Crusoe, Labber, Foster, Redden and Cretin. Forster, that is, Adam Forster.
And for Scotchies, Bilby with 6, Underwood, Mutton with 2, 2 Penny, and a few other boys chipping in with 1 apiece. Lagonic, Lawson, Bilby, King and Wong. Got in the best players there for Scotch.
So we'll have a look at the ladder at the moment. So it looks like that the final 5 is set even with 1 round to go. So we've got Modbury finishing top. Again, you can see the producer just giving himself a high 5 there. Sacred Heart was second.
Is that a high 5?
Yeah, there it is. Oh, that's a sad, isn't it? So, St Peter's 3rd, Foscamden 4th with Old Iggy's 5, and there are 2 games clear of Scotch, which why Scotch can't make because they're 2 games out. Gazer in 7th, Broadview, Portland and Smosh Westlake. So it's really, with 1 game to go, you would think Broadview are safe and Portland and Smosh will be relegated next year.
See, I mean, with it's basically coming down to the last round to work out who's getting relegated.
Yeah, because
and that's the worst position to be in.
Because it looks like Broadview, if mathematically, if they happen to lose and then Portland win, well, anything could happen.
Yeah.
And by some margin. So, anyway, just go to the goal scorers. We've got Joe Bilby from Scotch on 53, closely behind Lachlan Busson from Sacred Heart with 52. So Joe's finished for the year. He's got 1 game to go. Sorry. Luke Norden from St Peter's on 51, Matthew Kemp from Broadview on 37, and Cameron Orlap from Old Iggy's on 36.
Close between top 3.
Yeah, it is. It's 2 goals only. So we head to the Magoos.
Looking at the results for the weekend, we'll just go through these ones.
To do next week's game.
And we've got to do next week's game.
Sorry,
that's all right.
We will just go through these. We've got Broadview and Old Iggy's. I think Broadview, they're not having a good game, and they have to win this one to not force the relegation. And look, I think Old Iggy's is going to be too strong for them to finish off the year.
I do. Old Iggy's have been a little bit indifferent in the later part of the season, but I think they're going to come good. And there's too much going on outside of football to get the job done.
Get the job done,
Old
boys.
Iggy's
Have to do.
Old Iggy's for me.
Foscam Sacred Heart, gee whiz, it's going to be crack of a round there. So we've got, I think it's 1st and 3rd, just from memory there. I still think Foscam have had the better year at Camden Oval too, a bit of a home ground advantage against a great game.
Yep, Fossies for me too, mate.
Yeah. Gazer and Portland. Gazer have come right off. Portland have, I think that's probably the best chance of a game here because Gazer have come off. Gazer in 7th spot, Portland in 9th. Best chance if they win, you never know what happens if Broadview lose. So gee whiz, it's going to be, I think at 5 o'clock on Saturday night we're going to have a quick look to see what the results are there. So but I'm going for a big upset. Portland.
Are you going to go, wow?
I'm going to go for a massive upset here.
I mean, they've been competitive, Portland, over the past few weeks. There's
They
been
have,
a couple
absolutely.
of blowouts. And only go down by the short margin that they did last week. I think Jars will be a little bit upset about what the results that he's had this year. I think he'd still probably try
Indeed,
and
he
get on top on the top of the bottom 5, if you could say that. Which I think probably will happen, and I think Gaze will win. Now, I didn't say this out of spite, Dars, but on the first show this year, I said Portland would get relegated into Division 3. I don't want to be right on that one. I hope Portland can get the job done, but I think Gaze will be too strong, and if Portland get up, unbelievable. It's a huge effort to stay with the injuries that they've had.
Absolutely. And we've got Scotch and St Peters. Oh, look, St Peters here. Scotch have not had a good year, and they have been disappointing Scotch, so St Peters for me this one.
Bit of sumo salad going on here. The salad haircut battle. Hell.
Two of the big snobby nose schools.
Who did you go for, Daz?
I went for St Peters.
Oh, well, I'll go your iceberg to my cos, and I'll say Scotch.
Really? Yeah.
I'll go Scotches to get one.
Yep. And the last one, this is going to be an absolute blowout, I think. We've got bottom versus top. Smosh Westlakes take on Modbury. It is at Smosh, but I think Modbury by a long shot.
I think Modbury will win, mate, and by a fair bit. And I think, it hasn't worked out well. Remember what they've done in the background at Smosh, down at the Den, but hopefully they put on a good showing for their supporters there in the last round.
That's all you're asking for. Absolutely, they do.
Yep.
And the twos.
And in the twos, what we've got here is St Peters and Smosh Westlakes, obviously Caterer Oval, 9-4-58 to 9-8-62. The B grade doing okay there. Old Iggy's and Gazer. Also, this is a bollocking for Gazer. It was 24-10, 154 to 4-7-31. That was out at Hunter Park too. So, has it been renamed? Or is that they played at a different oval?
Sure.
That is definitely. I'm hoping it's one across from HQ. It is.
Yep.
Now, the Sacca's looking after that oval. It is pristine, beautiful. They obviously, Sacca own the rights to the oval, of course, but if you want to play football on a suburban ground, that and Adelaide Uni, now that it's been redone, unbelievable. Modbury and Broadview, same again, their B grade's going perfect. 21-13, 139 to 2 goals, 113, so another spank. Portland and Foss Camden, now again, Portland's B grade have not they've scored more in 2 games than what we did last year in 18, but so there's a positive. They've been more competitive, there's been belted by sides, but they've got some really good names in that B grade side. Some of them played A grade last year and A grade at other clubs. So that was 14-16, 100 to 2-7-19, so not as big as what the losses have been. And Sacred Heart and Scotch, 23-11 to 7-2, unfortunately, on the weekend. Yeah, definitely. So looking at next week's games again, Broadview and Old Iggy's, I think Old Ignation's there for me. Foss and Sacred Heart, I'm going to go Foss Camden there at home. Gazer in Portland, Gazer by plenty. Scotch Old Collegians and St Peters. Whoa! I'll go Scotch again, only because I love the drink. And Smosh Westlakes and Modbury, same again. I think Modbury will be far too strong.
And that wraps up Division 2, and we'll see you next week.
See you later.